Good evening, everyone. This is a very special occasion for me, and it's going to be a very special occasion for you because we are going to be celebrating the return of a very, very good band from up north, but just happened to be the Pikes Peak Blues community's Best Band submittal to the International Blues Challenge in Memphis, Tennessee. It was the last week in January. We're going to get a lot of stories out of the IBC. I love that time of year. It is such a fun time. We're going to talk about how they got here to the IBC and what the story is held for them personally, because everyone that goes to Memphis for the IBC has this surreal expectation, and I enjoy hearing everybody's interpretation because I know what it means to me. I've been there a few times, and I absolutely love it as being just a photographer and a video guy, and hanging out with so many friends, so many industry stars that mentor the bands all through the week. There's seminars, there's jams, there's all sorts of events going on. And anyway, this couldn't have happened at a better time because they're pretty much fresh off the show, and I planned it that way, and they actually said, sure, let's do it. And I especially really want to thank everybody that comes down from the north to do our show, because luckily today it dried out and it was a good drive and the weather is stable. Might be a little cold, right? But anyway, this is an opportunity to first say hello to my beautiful co-hosts, Lisa Carnes, our street corner gypsy, and Laura Lear, the mistress of Castle Raven. Yes, they are in working bands, and I warned the movers and shakers that we just don't ask any kind of question. We ask pertinent questions that everybody is probably maybe afraid to ask, but everybody wants to know.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Yep, and we want to thank Stompin' George Eldon last week for coming in and doing a great show.
He was so fun.
Oh, it was great. They came from Guffey. You know, that's it. We truly feel proud, honored, and privileged to have bands from all over the great state of Colorado come into this beautiful Gold Room and do a performance for our weekly interview and performance show. We can't thank Perry Sanders more than we possibly do,
right,
for letting us occupy this great space. And
we are truly lucky.
And Ashley and Nicole are always the hostesses with the mostest. So make sure you treat the bar staff with great kindness, and you'll be repaid in multitudes. You can also get dinner from Springs, Orleans delivered to your table. And at this particular point, I think that we should bring the movers and shakers to the stage. Yeah. There's a bunch of them. So the first question that I had, and it's a corny one, okay? All right, so which ones are movers, which ones are shakers?
We split it down the middle side of the stage. From Andy this way, we're movers. That side, shakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that, everybody?
Hence the shakers, you know. It's about the best I can do.
All right, so since this is a very special show, we're going to let them start it off, set the mood, do about 2 or 3 in a row, because this is a band that can play 4 sets in a night. And they wowed the Memphis crowd, we know, because we watched the live streams from Facebook Live. And once again, if you know anyone that should, and yes, they should be watching, text KCOSdigitalmedia.com and have them tune in to the website. The YouTube is predominantly placed on the web page. And without further ado, these guys are ready to go.
We're going to start off with a couple songs from our friend J.D. Kelly that he bequeathed to us that we actually just recorded at the world-famous Sun Studios while we were down in Memphis.
Yeah, that's right.
We're going to be releasing that soon, so here's a couple songs that are going to be on that album. Ready?
Let me tell you a little story. I was walking down the street just the other day. Oh, and people, I couldn't believe my eyes. There was a beautiful girl. She was out of this world. Woman really drove me wild. Oh, she stepped up in a car now, people. Hey, it's really set me back. Behind my 1960 pink and black Cadillac. She went right out and got into a 1960 pink and black Cadillac. Now let me tell you what I did. I got in my ride just as quick as I could, and I shot up right beside her car, and then I shouted, "Hey baby, I don't mean baby, Lordy, I did not get too far." Oh, she stepped up on the gas now, people. Hey, it's really set me back. Behind my 1960 pink and black Cadillac. Oh, she's chucking and I'm rolling in a 1960 pink and black Cadillac. All right, boys, break it down now. She drove by in her Cadillac. I waited her, but she did not wait back. Well, I don't know when that day might be, but I gotta get the girl for me. Oh, baby, bring it all home to me. Do it again, boys. That's right. Oh, you know, there's only one thing I could do. I went down to my bed just as quick as I could, and I shot down to the car lot that day. They had a Cadillac, I want it, with everything on it. Then they took all of my pay. Oh, but I ran into that woman now, people. Hey, I really set her back. Behind my 1960 pink and black Cadillac. I'm a chucking and I'm rolling in my 1960 pink and black Cadillac. I got the top down, I'm running around my 1960 pink and black Cadillac. she treats me right. Hey, now when I got a girl and she treats me right, she puts her food on my table and I love me every night. Alright. Well, she love me in the morning, yes, she love me in the night. When my baby love me, you know she do me right. I got a girl and she treats me right. She puts her food on my table and I love me every night. Well, I would die, pride, then lay to the side. She threw me up, spin me out, but kept me satisfied. I got a girl and she treats me right. She puts her food on my table and I love me every night. Ellie Silk on the saxophone, come on. Scotty Sessions. Side. She threw me up, slid me out, but kept me satisfied. I got a girl, and she treats me right. She puts her food on my table and I love me every night. She treats me right. Oh, she treats me right. Oh, now she treats me right. Oh, baby, she treats me right. She puts her food on my table and I love me every night. She treats me right. Oh, she treats me right. Yeah, she treats me right. Oh, baby, she treats me right. She puts her food on my table and I love me every night. Thank you so much. This one is a song that we put together called Loving You Less.
All right, here we go.
She said, it's claustrophobic, baby. Said I can't breathe. Well, I'm right there with you, baby, and I know what you mean. Things have been very hard for us. Tell me what we need. She said that a little less loving might be the key. So I said, oh no, girl, I just can't hold. Oh no, it just seems so much harder. She said it was for the best. We put our love into the test. Oh, but it hurts so bad deep in my chest. I tell her I just can't stand the thought of loving you. Loving you less seems harder than not loving you at all. Loving you less, oh baby, it just seems wrong. Loving you less, got to tell you, darling, it seems impossible. I don't wanna love you less, love you less, love you less. I don't wanna love you less at all. Oh no, girl, no, not at all. Oh, and I cannot stop you loving you. Oh, any less than I'm already done. Hell now, I don't wanna love you less, love you less. Love you less, love you less. Love you less, love you less. I don't wanna love you less at all. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, the movers and the shakers.
Okay, I think we
Yikes.
have the movers and the shakers on the stage figured out. What about the movers and the shakers in the crowd tonight?
Yeah.
I know
Let's
we
give
got
them a
some
big
movers
hand.
over here.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask Andy a question right off the bat. And you're a young dude, right?
Yeah.
No, you're just faking it, I know. But no. Okay, so you know who you remind me of?
Who's that?
One of the most energetic frontmans that I hold in my heart, and that is, have you ever heard of Oingo Boingo?
Yes, I have.
Danny Elfman. You, I mean, the way you express yourself, the way you move, the way you make contact with everybody in the audience.
Killer personality.
That's
Thank
the way the IBC works, don't it?
That's right.
Yeah.
Andy, do you want to tell the story of the compliment you got on the street side down at the IBC in Memphis?
Oh, yeah. I had this guy come up to me after we did our set, and he, older black gentleman sitting in a chair, and he just comes up to me, he goes, you know, you remind me a lot of this young boy who had a band, died in a plane crash years ago, you know? And so, referring to Otis Redding, and he's like, you better keep your boys going slow. And he's like, I'm going to rub your hands so you really remember it. And he took my hands and he rubbed all over them. Really voodoo-y kind of stuff, you know?
Oh,
Very cool, very cool.
That's one thing I love about Memphis. You know, people that are Memphis residents actually come down to Beale Street and they'll blend in with you and they'll talk to you and they'll say, hey, is there anything you want to know about Memphis? And I fell for one of those guys. We were walking down Beale Street and I go, yeah, you know, tell me some stuff about, he goes, oh, well, we can talk about it over a beer. And I go, sure, I'll buy you a beer. And then he goes, well, I'll take $5 really instead. You know, so yeah, it's quite the experience that you can't just, I mean, it's everyone's got memories for, you know, however long, right?
Yeah, definitely.
It
And
was a fun,
I myself am a giant Otis Redding fan, so that compliment meant a lot to me. And then seeing the Stax Volts Museum down there was amazing.
Yeah, it was really incredible.
Well, you guys are pretty amazing. I can tell you that I love seeing a well-dressed band. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Everybody's looking so handsome and dapper tonight. Oh my goodness.
well,
There you go.
I got a prompt in that regard. They had to go visit a what is it called? Really, the stylish, the écoutier.
Yeah.
where you buy the fine performance clothes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What was the name of that place, Andy?
It was Winfield and Accessories.
Winfield's
Yeah.
and Accessories.
Very
In
nice.
Memphis.
Accessories.
yeah,
The
It's
finest.
It's a small little
And that's-
shop, like right in downtown. It's right on. It was right on Main, right?
Yeah.
And we go in there, and it's like, these dudes are dressed cooler than anybody I've ever seen in Denver, and they're like, yeah, man, we can get you some suits. Yeah, I bet you can.
They
Well,
hooked them up pretty good. I mean,
you
look at our
guys-
drummer, really.
You guys have impeccable taste.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Well, yeah, Kyle, you can't see Kyle in the background, but man, he blends in with the blue lights.
Okay, Kyle, you want to come out here and model with us?
Straight from Winfield's. I'm telling you what. They got some cool stuff in there. You're talking about Otis Redding. I think we ought to do a little Otis Redding for these
I
people.
think that sounds great.
There you go. Yeah, we're ready to hear some more.
This song actually happens to be the first song Otis Redding ever recorded at Stax Records studio in Memphis.
Yeah.
And we got to go down there to the museum, the old studio. Unfortunately, they mowed it down, but they have a beautiful museum there dedicated to Stax. And, of course, Otis recorded there, and Sam and Dave and a bunch of our favorite musicians, Al Green. We got to go to Al Green's church. But right now we're going to do an old Otis Redding tune, the first
That
tune he
is
ever recorded.
super cool.
It's called These Arms of Mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
These arms of mine, oh, now they're lonely. I'll tell you this, so lonely, lonely and feeling blue. These arms of mine, oh, now they're wanting. I tell you, they're just a wanting, just wanting to hold you. Oh, and if I you, you would let them hold you. Oh, now, oh, how grateful I would be. These arms of mine, yeah. Just a burning, well, I'll tell you they're just a burning, burning from wanting you. These arms of mine, oh, love the yearning, you know they're just a yearning, just yearning after you. Oh, and if I do, oh, now you let them hold you now. Oh, Lord, how grateful, grateful I would be. Come on, well, I say, oh, come on, baby, just be my little woman. Tell me everything will be all right. grateful, grateful, grateful I would be. Oh, yes, how grateful I'd be. Thank you so much.
That was outstanding.
Thank you.
To make an old lady's heart stir like that. That was so great. Thank you. I appreciate
You're
that.
very welcome.
My pleasure.
Is there a medic in the house?
Regular heartbreaker over here, Andy.
Let's show them how grateful we are, fellas. So to these great town of Colorado Springs for sending us down to Memphis. We appreciate you guys so much. The Pikes Peak Blues community, thank you guys so much. Let's just do one more little taste out of Memphis for you from Sam and Dave. What do you say?
Let's do some Sam and Dave. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hey now, boys. You hardcore horns over there.
Yeah, baby.
You know what I want, man.
All right, check this out.
I want some horns, brother.
It goes like this.
Give me some of them horns. Oh, don't you ever, oh, never feel sad. Oh, never lean on me. Oh, when your times get bad, when your day comes, oh, and you're down in that river trouble, baby, about to drown. Hold on, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, hold on, well, I'm coming. Hey, I'm on my way. Oh, your lover. When it gets cold, I'll be a cover. You won't have to worry, 'cause I'm here. No need to suffer, baby. I'm here. So hold on. Hey, I'm coming. Come on. Hold on. Yeah, I'm coming. Say, hold on. Then I'm coming. All right, baby. I'm coming. I said, won't you reach out to me now? Get some satisfaction. Hold on my name. A quick reaction. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm coming, baby. Oh, I'm coming right on. No, don't you ever, don't ever feel sad. You got to lean on me. Oh, when your times get bad, when your day comes, oh, and you're down. There'll be trouble there, there to drown. Hold on, hey, I'm coming. Oh, hold on, I'm coming. Say, hold on. Oh, now I'm coming. Say, hold on. I'm coming, coming, baby, hold on, yeah, 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 now. Oh, I'm coming, baby. I'm coming to get you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I think it's about time for somebody of responsibility to introduce all them great performers on stage, right?
I'll do it.
All right.
Let me put my guitar down real quick.
That Gibson is a beauty, I'll tell you.
It is. I love it to pieces.
She's
My
beautiful.
shoulder, a couple years ago, I did my collarbone riding my bike, and my shoulder doesn't like it as much as it used to, but
Understood. Good. What,
But
30,
it sounds so
30
good.
pounds? Yeah, it does.
so I'm going to start on the far side of the stage here with our saxophone and keyboard player, Mr. Eddie Silk. And his friend and our our spirit animal, Scott Soul Sessions on the trumpet. Moving in back here, if he could give a stand in the beautiful blue coat, my dad, Mr. Kyle Borthwick. Front range drummer extraordinaire for more years than he would like me to announce. Our bass player here, Nick Polly.
From right here in Colorado Springs.
From here in Colorado Springs.
Born and raised.
No, really. How about
Coronado High School.
Myself, Ryan Borthwick on guitar.
that? Yeah.
And then one of my oldest and dearest and unfortunately longest lasting friends, Mr. Andy Weber on vocals.
Yeah.
We've been friends since middle school, so
Yeah, long time.
I've earned a little bit of trash talking.
So I have a question for you, Andy.
Yes.
Where did you learn to sing the way you're singing?
A lot of different influences for sure. I grew up in a Baptist church, and so grew up singing hymns and gospel. Both my parents were singers, mainly choral and operatic kind of stuff, and so I kind of broke away as the black sheep to get into rock and roll and things like that. And so listening to Sam and Dave and Otis Redding and a lot of other harder rock influences and punk rock and tons of different eclectic things.
How did your parents feel about that?
They don't like me very much.
They loved it, really.
They could be watching
'Cause they
right
love
now,
their
so
song.
behave yourself.
If you are, I love you, D.
Yeah, they're supportive. They're not very. They don't like to go places where people are drinking alcohol, so they come see us at festivals and things like that. So,
Absolutely.
But yeah, very supportive, very encouraging. Aside from very musical family.
That is so awesome because your voice is just—it's clear, it's warm, it's inviting, it's big, it's got so much to it.
Thank
so
you.
many dynamics. You're
See-
incredible.
See, they're the good hosts. I'm the bad host. I had to bring up Boingo Boingo. And
See, the dirty secret of this band, and I think is one of the core things to our energy, is myself and Andy were previously, we had another band going in Denver, and we all lived in a dingy band house, as you do in your early 20s.
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
was more of like a punk rock project.
Yeah.
We were it was pretty punk rock.
Yep.
And with a lot of ska influence. And our drummer broke off. It was dramatic, and we took a few months off, and we spent a few months looking for another drummer. Dad back here was looking to leave the band he was in, and so he said, well, I'll fill in for you guys for a couple gigs. I'm looking to get out of the game anyway, and you guys will find someone sooner or later. And so we did a gig. Actually, yesterday I saw on Facebook it was the 4-year anniversary of our very first gig.
Yeah.
The very
So
first time we ever
great.
played
Yeah.
this out.
So great.
Shortly after that, he invited his friend Eddie, who they played together back in the late 70s. And Eddie was playing in a band at the time with Scott, and they invited him to come do some Sam and Dave material because Sam and Dave material needs horns. It's horn music.
Yeah.
And so they came and did a few songs with us, and now it's 4 years later, and we still have him trapped into a gig, and he can't retire from the biz.
I'm still waiting for another drummer to come along.
Well, you
We're
guys
still waiting for one that can count, so you're stuck.
You guys are flowing. You guys are.
But just
flowing.
remember, these guys were playing professional gigs before most of us were born. So
Well, you can tell that you
Right.
guys have known each other for a while, and that some of you are related. You guys have played together for a while. Even if it all came together in the last 4 years, you can tell that you have a great knowledge of each other, and it's really wonderful to watch.
Andy and I have played across, I think, like 4 different projects
Oh, yeah.
together.
Yeah, we started playing together when we were like 15, probably.
That's
Bought my
fabulous.
first drum set. Started as a drummer, actually.
We let him
Was
park it
playing
at our
guitar.
house.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Mom
My
and-
parents didn't want the drums at their house for obvious reasons.
Yes.
And with my dad being a drummer, he's obviously sympathetic to that plight. So it got to stay in our basement.
Yeah.
That's
and the neighbors are
outstanding.
really cool about it too. I mean, they don't complain at all. They kind of encourage it.
Well, you
they-
know,
They didn't
We
have
didn't
to
care
turn
about
on the music. It was right there.
well, you know what I've noticed too is your whole stage volume is down. Your voice just rings out amongst everything, but you can hear everything so well. So it's really such a pleasure and a professional. You guys are absolutely amazing.
Well, and part of that is in thanks to our wonderful engineer for tonight, Chad.
And Mr.
Chad,
Chad
you're awesome.
Martin.
Woo!
You make it all happen, brother.
He's somewhere.
Thank you.
Hex Audio.
There he is. You're doing a great job, buddy.
We love you, Chad.
We
Always
wouldn't have
through.
anybody else. Yeah, absolutely.
So, Mark, I know you've been dying for this night because we all have, actually.
Yeah.
We really love you guys. Mark is a huge IBC junkie guy, and I know that you're excited to ask some questions, Mark. So,
Well, we talked. Kyle and I, you know, it was like, hey, Kyle, we talked details on Messenger a little bit last night, and then he goes, okay, we're good. Good night. And then I go, wait a minute. And we carried on for a little bit more, and I said, well, how many songs are you gonna do? And he says, oh man, we can, you know, don't worry about that. So we're gonna emphasize the music tonight, because this is a welcome home for the IBC band from
Yes.
the Pikes Peak Blues community.
yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
We want to thank them for attending tonight, and this is something we do every week. And whenever there's a blues show, we would surely love your presence, because Donna knows the deal already, and she's become a regular now too. But yeah.
And I'm loving seeing Miss Patty Mack again.
Absolutely.
I love me some Patty Mack.
The support of the local music community is with you.
Yeah, and we got a ton of support on our way down to Memphis. We really can't thank our fans enough. They really pulled through for us. Most bands, when they go attend the IBC, they do some fundraising events, and usually they have to bring a little bit of their own money to the table. We have some friends of ours who had to bring a lot of money down to the table. We brought Colorado Springs local Kenny Johnston down with us.
That's right.
We added a 7th member along for that trip, and he played baritone sax with us. So
Great
we
job.
had 7 guys. We had to get down to Memphis with all of our instruments, and we had to find a place for us to stay. And our fans pulled through so well with us, we actually were able to book our time at Sun Studios out of that money. We're going to get a recording out of that money. We're actually able to come back with a little bit of cash in hand even, which is something that I've never heard of anyone else from the IBC doing. And that's all due to the crowdfunding from all of our fans and supporters.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. We
Congratulations.
really, really appreciate it. It was an amazing trip.
And they have merchandise for sale too. They have
We do.
T-shirts and CDs, and I even saw they got some cool shades, man. I
I'm
always
so
keep
stoked.
breaking mine. So
And for those of you
I'm
out
gonna
on the
get-
internet, you can go to our website, www.themoversandshakersband.com, and we have an online store where you can buy some of these things as well.
Very cool. Fabulous.
how opportune!
And
Well,
that
you
does
know.
include sunglasses and earrings. So, you know, for all of you that
Love it. Yeah.
you know, earrings are cool these days.
So I just,
They are.
you know, I wanted to bring up Ken, because I saw on Facebook he unfortunately had a car accident.
He did.
Yes,
and
yeah.
he's got a neck brace on, and he is just a fine horn player. I mean, he's got the spectrum down. He plays flute. He plays the wide variety of
Yeah,
saxophones.
every
and-
sax, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty
but
much.
We want to know
That's
that
really cool.
you know he's in our hearts always, and we hope to see him perform in some capacity in some future show with, you know. And this is what I like about the blues community. Everybody collaborates together.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
I don't know if the question's going to come up, how many bands are you in? But no, we want to hear some more music. How about that? Who wants to hear more
You ready
music?
to hear some more? All right.
Ryan's going to pull out his hockey stick diddly bow, which is what we used to debut our first song at the IBC. It's a take on a really old school instrument made out of wood boards from a porch. So
Yeah, it's-
hockey stick's a new twist.
This is my little rap I give while I tune this up, because surprisingly enough, a hockey stick with nuts and bolts and hardware holding it all together doesn't hold a tune that great. So this is my rap I give while I'm tuning this thing up. And diddly bow is a traditional instrument from the blues history, where young aspiring musicians, their parents wouldn't have very much money. They would have to save up for maybe a couple of years to buy an instrument. And so it was kind of a difficult investment. As parents out there can attest, you know, it's hard to go like, oh, sure, we'll drop a large amount of money on something that we don't know if you're going to stick with very much.
Right.
And so what they would do is they would take a couple nails and some baling wire, and they would nail up a string to the porch board. These guys would sit out in front of it all day long. You read about guys like Buddy Guy and Muddy Waters. They'd sit out there all day long, and they'd, you know, with a Coke bottle or something, like making notes on it on their front porch. And if they did that well enough and were committed enough to that, maybe mom and dad might go buy them a guitar.
Right.
And so this is my allusion to that. This is also inspired by other Colorado musician, Dan Trainer. He's been making slide-based instruments like this for a long time, and I had a friend of mine give me an old beat-up bass, and he's like, "Can you turn this into something?" And I was like, "All right." Dan made one out of an old mask and a broomstick. I think I can cobble something together. So we're gonna do a song from Memphis local band Southern Avenue called "Don't Give Up," and we could use some clapping assistance.
Yep.
There you go, just like that.
When it hurts real bad,
Don't give up.
oh, when it hurts real bad,
Don't give up.
oh, when it hurts real bad,
Don't give up.
oh, when it hurts so bad,
Don't give up.
oh, when you lost all hope,
Don't give up.
oh, when you lost all hope,
Don't give up.
oh, when you lost all hope,
Don't give up.
oh, when you lost all hope,
Don't give up.
I said don't give up.
Don't give up.
I said, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Oh, I said, don't give up.
Don't give up.
I said, don't give up. Oh, yeah. When you've lost it all.
Don't give up.
Oh, I said, when you've lost it all.
Don't give up.
Oh, when you lost it all.
Don't give up.
Oh, when you lost it all.
Don't give up.
I said, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Oh, I said, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Well, I said, don't give up.
Don't give up.
Oh, I said, don't give up. Oh, yeah. When it hurts so bad.
Don't give up.
When it hurts so bad.
Don't give up.
Oh, when it hurts so bad. Oh, when it hurts so bad.
Don't give up.
You got to trust yourself.
Don't give up.
Oh, you got to trust yourself. Oh, what is to trust yourself?
Don't give up.
Oh, just to trust yourself. Oh, no, no, don't give up now, now. Now, boys, you guys want to play some blues?
Yeah.
Take it out to Chicago.
Yeah.
Little buddy guy, little Junior Wells.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Said y'all ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Snatch it, baby, and hold it. Oh, baby, one more time. Well, I ain't doing too bad now, baby. I got you on my mind. I say, hey, 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 Lord, we're having a damn good time. Ooh, somebody help me. Lord, I cannot help myself now. Oh, somebody please help me now. I cannot help myself. No. Oh, all the kids in the neighborhood, oh yeah, doing their brand new day. cannot help myself. Oh, somebody just help me now. Lord, I cannot help myself. Well, I ain't too bad now, baby. I sure ain't got no brand new bag. Give me that guitar solo. Keep it rolling, baby. Come on. Do it one more time. Do it one more time. I say, hey, 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 baby. Do it one more time. Hey, all the kids in the neighborhood. Hey, doing that brand new dance. Snatch it back and hold it. Oh, snatch it back and hold it. I say, come on now, child. Yeah, just snatch it back and hold it. And I tell you, oh, hey, 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 oh, yeah, come on. Oh, snatch it back and hey. Come on now, baby. Just like that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I'll bring it home. That's right, I'm working on the guitar. This is a song we put together called Elvira, and it's in loving memory of Elmore James. You guys ready to do a little more? Y'all ready to hear a little more? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Elvira, Elvira, girl, you're always on my mind. Oh yeah, 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 now Elvira, Elvira, oh girl, you're always on my mind. Well, I got to tell you, baby, nobody ever looked that fine. Elvira, baby, when you dance, a girl, you shake it like jello. Oh, that's the way I like it now. When I saw you dancing, girl, you were shaking like jello. Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, baby, you had me before I said hello. Come on, Ryan. Hey. Come on. Look out now. Said Elvira, honey, oh, now can't you see? All I really want is for you to come on home with me. Elvira, Elvira, oh, girl, you really blew my mind. And I'm telling you right now, babe, nobody ever looked that fine. Hey, there. love me, she love me night and day now. I'd do anything, girl, just to make you stay. Elvira, Elvira, oh girl, you're always on my mind. You got to let me take you out, girl. I'll show you a damn good time. Elvira, Elvira, girl, you're just the cutest little thing. Oh, I said Elvira, Elvira, oh girl, you're the cutest little thing. Well, I wanna lock you down. Well, I'm gonna make you wear my ring. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Here we go now. Two, three, four. This is a song that our drummer Kyle, he wrote at a very low time. Well, I'm out of this world and born with the blues. Hell, our sister's dreamer, and the dreaming's all through. I say, good God, what am I gonna do? The dealing is over, all the cards on the table. But I'll keep on running, oh, as long as I'm able. I feel like I'm hounded, oh, you got me surrounded. Out of this world, yeah, and born with the blues. Out of my head, running into the night. Well, I was just a lover now. Oh, but love took a life, and now I'm standing here with my wherewithal gone. They turn up the heat. Well, I started to simmer, and I'm out on their street. Oh, but is it a glimmer of a hope that's elusive? I got nothing conclusive. Out of my head, babe, head into the night. Hey, Eddie Silk on the sax. done better. The sun may be shining, but I feel under the weather. I'm just stuck in these old horse latitudes. I think I can shake it if I knew what to shake. Well, I think I can make it if I know what to make. My heart feels like flying, but my soul feels like dying. Soul of another man's shoes. I'm out of this world, so far out of this world. Yes, I'm out of this world, and I'm bone, 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 bone. Yeah, I'm born with the blues. Yeah. Hey. This one's called You Can Dance. When you feel the nip and your collar, when you find your days getting older, when you find the weight upon your shoulders, when you wish you could just know her. Come on, get it together. Lord, you gotta reach for each other. Ain't nothing that's better. You can find, baby, not ever. Oh, come on, baby, you can dance. Music blow you away. Hey, let it loose, let it at you. Oh, come on, baby, let it get you. Let it hit you in the back now. Till you're coming off the track now. I got to see you shake, seeing every move you take. The room is really quaking now to the music that I'm making now. Come on, baby, you can dance. Dance the blues away. Let it loose, let it at you. Come on, baby, let it catch you. Let it hit you in the back now. Till you're coming off the track now. I gotta see you shake, seeing every move you take. The room is really quaking now to the music that we're making now. Come on, baby, you can dance. Dance the blues away. Fill me up now. Oh, come on, feel the baby groove too. Oh, let the rhythm really move you. And if it ain't what you used to, come on, follow me too. Hey, baby, you got it. Oh, now, baby, you own it. And when you're getting down on it, that's when I really, really want it. Come on, baby, you can dance. Better dance and blues away. Oh, come on, baby, you can dance. Better dance and blues away. Oh, come on, baby, you can dance. Dance the blues away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. Woo. So that was our set we did down at for the IBC down in Memphis, down at the Rum Boogie.
Oh, that was your set?
That was our set.
Oh, man, I wanted to give it a big announcement.
Oh, well.
Fabulous set. Oh my
So,
goodness.
what did everybody think anyway, man?
Oh
Was it-
yeah, outstanding.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely incredible. I just wanted to cut the momentum just for a moment. There are mid-show PSAs.
Yes.
We have an announcement to make. We have a sponsor that we have, a partner. We will be doing a music festival at Stargazers Cinco de Mayo with
Hug It
this
Forward.
fine organization called Hug It Forward, and their spokesman, Tony Caruana, is right here.
And we
Please,
love Tony Caruana. I
say
love
hello
Tony.
to everybody.
You know I do. Yes, Tony's doing some great things. Tony's making awareness. Tony's actually making a change for children's lives. He's doing things that are so important that KCOS has decided to align and join. Go ahead, take it away, Tony.
Well, you guys align with what we're doing.
Yes.
And really, it's people helping people, giving back, supporting local musicians. I mean, that's a big part of what we're doing. And so the organization is called Hug It Forward, and we're building schools in Guatemala out of trash. We stuff trash in water bottles like this, encase them in the walls. I have a little example at the back table there if you want to see more. Line them up with chicken wire and concrete and make schools, and we've done 124 schools so far.
Which is very exciting
That's amazing.
because
It's really amazing.
KCOS will be going on a bottle trip to Guatemala to help build a school and to help bring music to children that otherwise might not have either one. And we're very excited because we also have an organization called Mountain Kids Music, and we try to help children of all nature, of all things that children might need help with. We're with Help Autism. We're aligned with Hug It Forward. We're aligned with so many things that we're trying to do to help kids and to explore music of all different types and all different ways. And so I'm very proud of this.
That's amazing.
Yes.
It's definitely more what the world
Yes,
needs, right?
that we are going to get to do this.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things that we do is, nonprofits need money to do what they do, so we do fundraising. But if we're going to have to raise money, why couldn't we do something fun, give people a memorable experience, give them some value back for their donation? So something that we've been doing for years is we put on fundraising concerts with local musicians because we love supporting our local guys. We've got so many amazingly talented musicians and bands right here in Colorado. That there's no shortage of bands, and also bands that are willing to come help us raise money. So we've been doing that for years. KCOS has live streamed the last 2 events. Our next one's going to be in May, on Sunday, May 5th, like Mark was saying, at Stargazers Theater. And we've got so many bands, we had to make it into a music festival. So it's going to be a one-day music festival. We're going to have 7 bands in less than 7 hours.
Well, and I'd like to say, I would like to say that part of one of the bands, the band is called the Night Beats, okay? And they are also, the majority of them are teachers.
They're my old
Of
friends.
music, right? And so, yes. And so they have children's bands that they put together. And one of the bands, right? Pie Corner will be playing, and it's children. And that's so exciting.
Well, I'm not sure if Pike Corner can make it because they have baseball, if they can squeeze it in, but it's going to be a whole bunch of basically similar musicians. They're all kids, and they're all very crazy talented, and Dennis is talking about bringing like 50 students.
That's so exciting.
So we're going to have a whole set that's just their music students.
Right
And
on.
then the Night Beats will headline.
Well, and also, too, I got to say, Pie Corner will have their own show right here on Wednesday, June 5th, nonetheless.
All right.
Yes.
So we do showcase our youth and encourage them in their endeavors because, yeah, they were killer. If you went to the last show at Stargazers, the singer was a little Pat Benatar, man.
So cool.
Really.
So, if anybody would like to buy tickets for the music festival, I myself will have tickets. I can be found. Everybody knows where to find me on Facebook.
I have some. You can get them at stargazerstheater.com. We'll probably have them here every week between now and the festival. And they're only $10, and every single dollar goes to help building another school.
That's right.
And what's even more cool than that is that we're going to apply that money to the school that we're going to go build with KCOS in November.
Yes.
So people not only can help us raise money, but if they want to, they can come help us build that school.
That's right. That's right. I'm excited to go. I think it's going to be great. So thank you, Tony, for being here. We appreciate you as always, and we love you with all our heart.
What a
Do
great
we-
cause, y'all. Give it up.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I think you guys and the Night Beats would make one great show here
Oh, man,
on
that
a
would be crazy
weekend.
good.
Let's get the bill together. Come
Let's
on.
do it.
That would be
Okay.
crazy.
I've known those guys since I was playing the Black Sheep when I was like 15 years old. So
They're really
they're
exciting,
like
aren't they?
older, bad, influential brothers to me.
There you go. The older people are the best bad influences. I can tell you that
I
right
agree.
now.
And I'm glad Nikki actually spoke up, because I was going to say something if he didn't, and I'm going to do it anyway because,
Right.
dude, man, I don't know how to do this with mine like you do with
You
yours.
twist it first, and you keep twisting.
No.
Mine needs a refresher, so I can give a demonstration. Mine's starting.
Oh, okay.
See, this is my secret. See, with guitar straps, it gets in the way. But
See,
I got,
everybody-
Oh, you got pretty hair.
Yeah, well, we're all growing our hair
He's
out,
like
man.
doubling my
That's
length.
great.
Can't have
All right,
like.
so here's the trick. I'm
One-third
going to turn
hippies.
towards the camera. I'm going to turn my microphone around so I can actually demonstrate here.
There we go.
All right. We picked this up from our neighbor, Chrissy.
He learned
Anderson.
it from me, actually.
All right.
Watch,
see,
Mark.
Here's the technique.
Watch
go.
it.
You twist it all up.
Step by step.
First, you brush it out, which mine needs badly, but you know
Oh
it's
my
too late.
gosh.
Are you seeing this, Mark?
Look at
You,
this. That looks
you
painful.
twist it all up, and then you wrap it around. And there you go.
Ow, that hurts.
Dun, 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 dun.
You learn something new every day.
Yes.
We're entertaining and educational.
And
I'm thinking about starting a fashion YouTube channel.
but see,
How to be a dirtbag hippie in 5 easy steps.
all us old guys that are really too embarrassed to ask.
Give me a couple months.
There you
man.
go, man.
There you go.
Okay.
And it's great when you're hot. It keeps it off your neck. It's just the best.
You know,
It
there's
does.
always value added to our shows.
It does.
But you know what? I think we got the business out of the way. We thanked
did.
everybody.
I wanna hear
oh,
some
you know
tunes.
what?
Oh.
So, Friday night, we
Oh,
have.
yeah. What are we thinking?
Okay. Two of the five of us, well, three of the five of us are in working bands, and Laura and Nate will be playing Friday night at Sunshine Studios live.
Yes. Castle Raven will be at Sunshine Studios Friday night. Would you like to say who you're opening for, Missy?
We are opening for 40 ounces to freedom. It's
Nice.
40 ounce freedom
Tribute Band.
fighters. It's the actually the Sublime tribute,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is going to be really super hot. It's going to be a full show.
Nice. That's going to be fun.
Miss
I've
Laura's a
played with
metal
those
rocker.
guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
That was me in a previous life. I was a thrash metal guy in high school.
We got our metalhead right here.
I've lost my horse gallops. They've just like gone totally out. I was trying to play through some Slayer the other day, and like my hands have gotten fat and slow.
Oh yeah. You know, you got to keep up on that stuff like all the time.
I know.
You know, but no.
My story for when I converted was I was playing with this friend of mine, Kevin, who we were in a band together, and we've been doing like a side recording thing just for fun because he's working on a second degree, has no time to be a dirtbag musician. He's trying to be like a contributing member to society, but we get together and play every now and again. We were at a party, and we're the long-haired metalhead kids in high school that don't know how to talk to girls. So obviously we're in the corner with a guitar, not talking to anybody. And he's playing like this beautiful rendition of Call of Cthulhu. And, you know, he had, like at one point in time, he had the entire Metallica catalog worked out end to end. Every single song. It was really, you know, he played great, but we're sitting in the corner, and he finally passes it to me. And since Dad's a blues musician and got me started on guitar, my default thinking riff is just a Jimmy Reed, you know, lumpty-lump blues riff. And while I'm sitting there doing this, trying to think of something impressive to play to like show off to my other guitar friends, like a couple girls come and sit down and go, "Wow, you play guitar? That's really cool." And I was like, "Aha!"
Jimmy Reed. That's
You're
the
like,
secret.
I've made it.
There's a lesson here. Nobody but sweaty dudes who haven't showered in too long care how fast you can play. Maybe I should slow it down.
That's so funny. I like the way you said converted. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I got a snicker out of that. I thought that was funny.
See, and the jacket couldn't hurt either, right?
Oh yeah, it's definitely attention grabbing.
Oh man, yeah.
It probably doesn't come across on camera, but it's very shiny.
I love the jacket. You guys are flowing. You're movers and shakers, but you're also flowing.
Absolutely.
You want to hear some tunes, Mr. Mark?
I do want to hear some tunes.
Let's hear
right.
some tunes.
I'm gonna lose the jacket
thi-
because I'm
so
dying.
I want to mention that this band, it doesn't just do a 25-minute IBC set. This is a working band that does 4 sets a night, right?
Oh yeah.
We're north of 80 songs in our catalog at the last count, which is
And-
that's a lot of songs.
And I got to say, we are playing their new CD in its entirety in rotation on the station.
Fabulous.
So
Thank you.
if you've never experienced an independent radio station that plays nothing but Colorado music, you need to tune in to KCOS.com.
You know,
Well,
that's
this is
a good
wonderful
segue,
time.
actually, because this next song we're going to do is, we have so much material and with so much talent in this band. This next song was written by our fabulous sax player, Eddie Silk, and he's a great songwriter in his own right. And this song was actually number 2 on the KCOS hit list last summer. So we wanted to definitely play it tonight. And we just thought it was so interesting that of all the songs on our CD, this particular song made it to number 2 on you guys' playlist. So thank you, KCOS.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
And you know
And
what? You're in
thank you.
rotation 24/7.
Right
and
on.
Sunday is our 24-hour blues format.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
there you go. And away you go.
Kick it off, Eddie.
This song's called I Never See You in the Morning. Eddie wrote this for his late grandmother.
That's right. That's right.
Ready? 2, 3, 4.
I'll never see you in the morning. Oh, I'll never see you late at night. Oh, those summer winds, it feels so lonely. These blues I get feels alright.
Yeah, Eddie Silk wrote that one.
Thank you, guys.
I think we should do some more original music off our CD, or maybe a couple of the new ones. What do you guys think?
What are you guys feeling? Do you guys want to hear stuff off our CD or new music? Let's take a poll of the room.
Yeah, let's take a poll.
New music?
New, old? Oh,
Old music.
Hey.
Sounds like
Both.
Let's
sounds
do the
like
wave.
music.
Come on.
We'll
one
get
way
there.
or
Or
another.
just what are we doing next? What are
Let's
you,
scare these people a little bit, Ryan.
let's scare them.
Yeah, let's
Do,
scare
do you want a love song
Should
or
I
do you
unbutton
want a
my
not
shirt
so
more?
love song?
I'm clapping for all of it, y'all. So just whatever. It's really great.
Some sort of a love song.
Do we want the dancers or do we want the shakers?
We like it all. When they're dancing, they're usually shaking.
Darn right.
They sure are.
All right, we're gonna do one of the songs. Again, we were very proud to be able to record down at Sun Studios.
That's right.
Since we're doing songs written by our horn players, this song was conceptualized by our trumpet player, Mr. Scott Soul Sessions.
That's right.
Thank
You know, getting to record down at Sun was just like an unbelievable experience. I mean, you could argue this is the room that rock and roll was born in.
True.
And so we had to bring a little bit of rock and roll to it, you know. And are you ready to do this song, Scott? Are you excited?
Yeah, baby, it's kind of a tearjerker, so I just want to warn everybody that you got to get out your tissues, and it's very sad.
Yeah,
Comes
the
from the
ending is
deepest
very
part of my
sad.
heart, and it bleeds a lot. But hey, just check this out and just bear with me.
We just need to surround
It's
Scotty in
sad.
love right
Oh,
now.
you need a hug, Scott? Hold on.
I'm shedding a tear as we speak.
Just don't soak the tablecloths, okay, everybody?
The song is delicately entitled Hot Rod Helen 2, 1, 2, up.
Let's ready to shake it and move it on down the track. Oh, now first time I saw her gave me a heart attack. Oh, she was dressed to the nines and ready to roll. Oh, that little girl gets my best in show. You know why? She's my hot rod Helen. Hot rod Helen. Hot rod Helen. Can't you see? Honey, my super babe. Eddie Silk. Her octane formula, that's what she likes. Oh, ain't nothing like when she's throwing on them spikes. The wheels are shaking, love, she's running it down. Say, hot rod Helen, fastest girl in town. Oh, she's hot rod Helen, hot rod Helen, hot rod Helen. Can't you see, honey, my super babe? Yes, got it.
you go, everybody. There's Hot Rod Helen. Look for that coming out soon.
Yeah, that's right.
You guys are the coolest blues cats that I have seen in a long time.
We like to bring the anger, you know.
Yeah. Some anger to the sadness, right?
Everybody else likes being mellow. I always when I was in high school, I didn't really have like a depressed, introverted phase. I was like, I'm depressed and I don't feel good. I'm gonna go run around and break something. And we like to keep that energy up.
There you go. I'm breaking it down on the chair dance over here. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, you guys were boogieing out there. That was nice.
Hey, can we get back into a little soul music, fellas? Something like this.
All right.
All right now, I want everybody to get out of their seats. I want you to put your arms together and put your hands together and give me some of that old soul grabber now. Didn't have to love me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. You took your loving or somewhere else. Now we know what it meant to be in love today. Oh, you got me feeling like I never felt. Kiss it so good I had a holler for help now. Didn't have to make it like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to make it like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Every day you've got something new. Well, you pull out your bag and you're all fine to do. You got me trying them on new things too. Just so I can keep up with you now. Didn't have to move me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to shake me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. All my life, well, I've been your change. Without your love, girl, I'm a crying shame. Say now I know what all the fellas talking about. When they say that they've been turned out, I wanna thank you. Oh yeah, oh girl, I just got to thank you now. I'm on it. Oh, come on. Didn't have to hold me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Didn't have to squeeze me like you did, but you did, but you did. And I thank you. Oh, I say, baby, now. Oh, you got to come right over here. Oh, I got something to say, darling. Let me whisper in your ear. All I got left to do, darling. All leaning close, 'cause I got to tell you now. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Well, I got to. Oh, baby, now. Want you to know I appreciate you. Oh, this side. Oh, just keep coming around now. You've done so much for me, baby. Oh, now. Only one word comes to mind. All I wanna do now, baby, yeah. I wanna thank you, yeah. Come on now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby. Salmon Day for you. Actually, that's a a Barkeys song.
Oh, we have a request here from a gentleman that's a friend, obviously, of Eddie's.
Yes, we want him to play Europa and drive us all crazy.
Starting our catalog. I'm sorry.
We're not doing it tonight, but it's
I share that. I would love to hear
great
that
song.
too.
Great song.
Yeah, but Santana is looking for us on their tour, so it could happen.
Great tune.
Just
I met
keep
Tom
watching.
Coster, the songwriter for that song, and he used to play in a small club in Dayton, Ohio
It's a
called
great,
Julie's
great
Jazz
song.
Club.
You got it right.
Oh,
Gato Barbetti did the nice version of it.
He did it with his accordion. It's too bad I didn't have a working video camera back then,
Yeah.
because that was a
Oh
classic
man,
moment.
that would be, yeah.
Yeah,
That really
but gentlemen, continue to thrill the audience, right? How about this show?
thrilling all of us. Woo!
You know,
You
I
guys are an awesome audience. Thank you.
I think I hear another request coming from the audience. Do you hear that?
I do. Could you play
your title song off your record, Forget Me Not? Oh, wow. You know what? We can play that
we
one.
can do that one.
Right on.
That's right. We got CDs over here for sale too. This is the title cut off our CD. It's available right over here for only $10, and it's called "Forget Me Not."
Well, all I heard was forget me not, and I lost all I got, and so I walked away from you. I know I never had a lot, no, but I took that shot and lost it all to you, yeah. Oh, come on now, say come on, baby, come on. What you say now? I didn't hear you, girl. Who knew I'd fall in love too fast? Who knew it wouldn't last? Well, I was so wrong. But I can't go and change the past, 'cause I ain't been there, man. So long. All I heard was forget me not, and I lost all I got. So I walked away from you. I know I never had a lot, no, but I took that shot. Lost it all to you. Forgive me not. Polly Pocket. Oh, now girl, you came at a price, 'cause you was a hot ass spice. You were so strong, but I can't go and roll the dice when you've been cold as ice. I've been so long. All I heard was forget me not, and I lost all I got. So I walked away from you. I know I never had a lot, but I took that shot. Lost it all to you. Yeah. Oh, I got to tell you, girl. Oh, and what you say to me now? Never give me none. Don't you forget me
Forget me not.
Yeah. Forgive me now.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to someone. I bet you didn't know it was National Take Your Nephew to Work Day, right?
What?
Okay, well, yeah, okay, Lisa and Ed, but I got to say, shout out to my nephew Robert that's listening and watching in Sacramento, California.
Hey, Robert.
So that's another thing you can do on the Facebook Live feed. You can leave comments and any form that's complimentary, of course, but, you know, we always have to mention our favorite heckler. And Roger, we love you, man, but,
We do.
you know, we haven't heard Let's Talk More Music in a while.
No, we haven't. And you know what? Shout out to my nephew, Shadowman, Ed Shadowman Estes, and to Learjet, Nathan Lear.
It's
All
a
the
family
people,
affair.
Yes, that make everything happen. And Miss Laura and I have known each other since we were 7 years old.
Whoa.
So
You have me and Andy beat.
You guys have a lot of secrets.
We do. We
So
do.
You don't do that Sly Stone cover, do you? Family affair.
Afraid not. Afraid not.
You know, the first time I met Miss Lisa was when we were 7. But I came up, she has a twin sister, which they're identical. So, two beauties. And so I walk up and I say, hey, you guys want to play? You know, as a little girl. And her sister stepped forward. They were holding hands against a wall, and she went, nope.
I was like, meet me later.
Okay.
We'll hang out. I'll hang out with
But
you.
we
when she's
met
out.
later.
Call me when
so,
I'm 8.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's great. That's why it's nice to see people that have genuine love amongst themselves.
Yes.
Oh,
All
yeah.
musicians love each other no matter what. Even if they're in a band that's a little with each other, they still love each other.
You know,
it
Andy
doesn't
and I,
matter.
we've talked about this because our friendship has tried to tear itself apart over the years, and we've just ultimately concluded that we're stuck with each other.
Pretty much, that's the way it works.
And we were
isn't
talking
it?
about this when we were down in Memphis on Sunday. It was actually Andy's 30th birthday, so we got to go celebrate down on Beale Street.
Happy
Fabulous.
birthday.
And you know, we got to reminisce about all the adventures we've gotten to take together over the years. You know, we spent a month in Alaska together. We've recorded at Sun Studios together. We've played now about a bazillion gigs. And, you know, it's just we're getting nostalgic about like how long we've been such tight buddies for. So I imagine you guys are
That's cool.
have a lot of cool stories like
you
that.
know what? In
Oh, yeah.
another
We both
20,
cried.
30 years for you guys.
Hopefully I haven't murdered him yet.
Oh, yeah.
Vice versa. Hopefully he hasn't murdered me yet either.
Yeah, and hey, we did spend 39 hours together in a car.
We almost
Oh,
murdered
man.
Scott.
All 6 of us.
Hey,
yeah.
man, that'll do it too.
Oh, it was beautiful.
But what is it now, Andy? 18 years for our friend anniversary?
Yeah, it's our porcelain
It's
anniversary.
our porcelain anniversary.
That's so wonderful. I won't
Plates,
say
yeah.
what our anniversary is.
Which is appropriate because our relationship's in the crapper.
You just don't.
Porcelain.
Nothing? No, I didn't get a rim shot for that?
Sorry, I can't. I have no monitor back here, Ryan.
Oh, all right, hold on. I'm gonna try that one again. Which is appropriate because our relationship's in the crapper.
There we go. So Andy, I'd like to see how you've got a beautiful mandolin there.
I do, yeah. It's
Absolutely gorgeous.
You're one of the only people to have gotten that right.
Usually it's ukulele. That's usually what people say, which honest mistake.
Good call
But-
there.
It's an honest mistake.
Yeah, but yeah, Eastwood redid a bunch of these what are called Mandocasters, based off
Love
of
it.
one that Fender did back in the '60s, and so I got one for a gift one year, and so
That's cool.
What did they get that for you? That was your 22nd?
I don't even know, man. It's been a while.
That was 8 years ago, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a long time, really. Ooh.
So Andy wrote this
beautiful.
beautiful song on his mandolin, and it is on our CD, so you can take it home with you tonight.
Or
Awesome.
you can listen to it on iTunes and Spotify and
that's right.
Pandora and all of the
Awesome.
streaming services.
Also, KCOS.
Now, we could use some help there, all right? So all those things, they run off of algorithms. They have a hard time finding your name sometimes. We had the problem that there's like 2 other bands out there that have the name The Movers and Shakers, but they've like been defunct for a few years. But on Spotify, there's like a children's puppet group from Canada that has like one record that came out like 15 years ago.
I thought that was us.
And our record was showing up
it
under
was
their
us.
artist page.
Oh no.
And so if we could have all the listeners out there help us out, help our search engine optimization work better by searching The Movers and Shakers Forget Me Not. You have to be a little specific, and we're hoping to fix that. So if you guys could help us out with that, that would
Yeah, use the
we would love
the
you all
ampersand.
forever.
Oh man, speaking of the
ampersand
heart
is important.
thing, I got to tell you, this is a feature that Radio King, our software platform, does. And whether you look at it on your cell phone, tablet, or other devices like the ancient desktop, whenever you see a shopping cart next to your song being played, it goes directly to your source of sale.
Thank you.
You can hit that. We don't have
Sweet.
to pass through at all with that. There's also another feature when you see it, when you're hearing it on rotation, it's got a heart and a broken heart. And you can vote. So that's how you guys got to be number 2 on the charts that one time.
We'll keep them hearts coming, baby.
Yeah.
Will do.
Little secrets.
Lots of hearts,
that-
lots of hearts.
Yep.
We don't want any broken hearts.
This song
Andy.
here is kind of a broken heart song, but it's a beautiful song
On
that
that
Andy
note.
brought to the band. And it's called I Don't Know What to Do. Let's do this thing, huh?
Well, I'm sorry, I've been waiting for the same things you've been needing. But I know I might be saying what my thoughts might be betraying. Well, I know I got a lot of learning before going to my searching. Oh, when I thought I wanted you, well, that doesn't mean I knew what to do. Well, I'm sorry, I've been daydreaming. And despite all your yelling and screaming, well, I'm losing my sense of feeling. Oh, numbing's the way I have been dealing to keep my heart from breaking. Well, another way I'll be taking. Oh, when I thought I wanted you, well, that doesn't mean I knew what to do. Now I am gone, 'cause you treated me wrong.
Come on, everybody, let's clap and sing along part.
Oh, now I am gone, 'cause you treated me wrong. Said now I am gone, 'cause you treated me wrong. Said now I am gone, 'cause you treated me oh so wrong. I tell you, oh, we took it so far. Oh, what to do. Oh, baby, now that it's all through. Oh, Lord, I wish that oh, yeah. Well, I don't know what to do, what to do, what to do. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, and I still, yes, I still, Lord, I still just don't know what to do to keep my heart from breaking. Oh, there's another way I'm gonna be taken. Oh, when I thought I wanted you, it doesn't mean, Lord, it doesn't mean I know what, yeah. Oh, baby, I just don't know what to do.
Oh yeah! Woo!
Thank you,
Movers
guys.
and the shakers, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I wasn't expecting to see a mandolin in the mix, but you know what? That was killer, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we like to bring out some surprises.
Well, this is another surprise I'm going to bring out because I want everybody to look at our Facebook page and throw us a like if you like, and then as well as
Hey.
them. But really, in particular, our event calendar. We have got shows booked almost every Wednesday until Halloween.
Oh,
Okay.
it's amazing.
So I'm just going to say there's another mandolin player in town, and
Where? We'll fight him.
her name.
New sheriff right
Her
here, baby.
name.
I'll fight her. I don't
Her
care.
name. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. You know?
No.
Do you know?
Just kidding.
Do you know Lethal Lisa McCall?
Yeah!
Lisa.
I have.
Woo!
She's an original Memphis child.
She
Yeah.
truly.
She's the real deal. She'll be here with Rick, her husband, and their new drummer on August
That's
7th.
exciting. That'll be a great
Heck yeah.
show.
So I know people are coming to this one. But yeah, we check out the event calendar.
You know, I wanted to let you know I've already had folks ask me on my way back and forth to see our beautiful Nicole here, who's our incredible bartendress. Please tip your beautiful bartendresses and Margot. Whoops. I've had people ask me on the way up, when are they coming back?
When are we coming back?
That's a good
So,
question.
Hey, I'd like to ask you guys if you guys would come back next year
Yes.
Oh, well, absolutely.
for
come back
us
next year.
on the show, and
Come back sooner
before
than
you
that.
guys leave, if you'll just let people know where you're going to be next. I mean, I know you have.
Let me
coming
grab
up,
my
but-
cell phone.
I can tell you already, we'll be up in Fort Collins on Saturday night, this coming Saturday night at the Island Grill.
That's right.
And
Great.
actually, Nick and Ryan are doing a little side gig down
Yeah,
at Pueblo
we're
on
playing
Friday night.
It's actually my band.
Okay.
But that's at Smitty's in Pueblo.
Yeah,
That's
Sweet.
totally different deal.
If you want to come hang out with us, we'll be much more casual.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
geographic.
no suits at that one, sadly.
And then we're actually up in like the Fort Collins area a lot over the next month. We're at the Boot Grill on the 2nd, and then we're back at the Rusty Bucket in Lakewood, up in Denver, which is sort of more of our regular neighborhood, on the 8th. And see, then we're back at the Island Grill on March 15th and 16th. Those are our
Beautiful.
upcoming
Thank
dates.
you. That is so cool.
We're hoping to get something going on in April, which we're still working on, so we're not ready to talk about it yet. But if it comes together, it will be a very cool series of events.
Check out our
Use that.
Facebook page. You got to go there. It's where it's all happening.
Well,
we will
you
do
know,
that.
Yeah.
On our event page for every event, we do that. We put all of your links on the event page. So if everybody wants to, once again, check out our Facebook page and hit the event page, there's your Facebook, your Reverb Nation, your YouTube, your
All of the stuff.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? KCOS is starting a really cool newsletter about all the things that all of you guys are doing and all our bands that are here at the beautiful Gold Room every month. And so we have an email list. So I would appreciate if everyone would check out that email list. And,
Yes.
yeah.
KCOS
So we
rocks.
can
Truly
let you
the
know.
Colorado sound of Colorado music. We thank you guys. Appreciate everything
You guys
you
are
do.
awesome.
Yeah.
We thank you.
Thank you. This has been a really wonderful night.
We got about time for one more, I think, for you.
Is that about right?
Take you back down to Memphis one more time with the classic tune.
Well, one more, plus maybe another encore, huh?
We'll see. We'll see. We have one in the bag if you guys want it.
We got plenty.
See how you feel after this if we haven't put you off yet.
Like I said, we got another 70 tunes, so we can be here all night.
Yeah. We got a lot of catalog to go through.
We'd love it.
We
You
love
ready,
to
Cap?
play. Go ahead.
We're going to do this one, send you off with a little bit of good luck here. We're going to do a little knock on wood. Ready?
Well, I don't wanna lose this good thing. Oh, that I got. 'Cause if I do, I would I'll surely lose a lot. Hey, 'cause your love is better than any love I know. Hey, it's like thunder, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. Baby, better not onward. Oh, baby, I'm honest. Well, I'm not superstitious about you. Well, I can't take no chance now. Oh, I say got me spinning, baby. Ooh, well, I'm in a trance. Oh, 'cause your love, oh, is better than any love I've ever known. Hey, it's like thunder, oh, lightning. The way you love me so frightening. You better not onward. Oh, yeah, now. Oh, baby, you got to break it down for me. Oh, it's no secret. Oh, that mama, she feels my loving cup. Oh, now she sees to it now. She sees that I can enough. Oh, just one touch, oh, from her. You know it means so much. Hey, it's like thunder, oh, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. You better knock, 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 knock on wood. Oh, baby, now I tell you, I got to tell you. Oh, yeah, you better knock, knock, knock on wood. I said you better knock, knock, knock on wood. Come on and just knock, knock, knock on wood. I said you better knock, baby, knock on wood now. I said knock, knock, knock on wood. Oh, now come on, knock, knock on wood, babe. Oh, you better knock, knock, knock on wood. I said keep on knocking now, keep on knocking now, keep on knocking now, keep on knocking now. Hey, 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 hey. I said I want you to know. Oh, I want you to know right now, yeah, yeah. It's so very good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself, yeah. Oh, and if you ever leave me, I don't want nobody else, yeah. Oh, darling, said I want you to know. Oh, yes, I want you to know. Now wait a minute.
Yeah!
Won't you kick Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands and shout. Come on, baby, just shout. Oh, won't you go to shout? Come on now. 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 Hey, 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 better knock on wood. Come on, just a knock on wood. Oh, come on, just a knock on wood. Oh, just a knock on wood. Knock.
Thanks so much, Goldroom.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh my
Little Eddie Floyd for you.
God. So now you've experienced an IBC quality band, right? Absolutely. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Outstanding.
I think that one more song is
One more.
Yeah, baby.
Let's circle the wagons.
So what do you guys think? Come on, we gotta make some noise.
Yeah,
they gotta
we do.
confer.
Let's make some noise.
No, let's bring it up. Bring it up. Bring it up.
You know, we kind of caught them off guard on that, but to have an
what we
encore
do.
song by you guys is
You know what? We do have one for you guys.
spectacular.
We were discussing, and you know, my rap doesn't lead into this quite as well, but you know, early British rock and roll bands, they were inspired by American blues music, especially a lot of music coming out of Memphis, where we just got back from. You know, the Rolling Stones in Keith's autobiography said they wanted the Stones to just be the best blues band in London. Little known fact, The Who's 50-year retrospective album was called The Who, 50 Years of Maximum R&B. They always consider themselves an R&B band, which we take a little bit from. I think that's a little crossover of like R&B is sort of like fused with punk rock to me in that way, because like The Who's the original punk rock band, and it kind of contains some of that same energy. So we are going to do a song from another notable British rock and roll band. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Now, this
I think
one,
so.
this one I have to focus my chi through my hair. It's like my rock and roll antenna.
Antennas.
Oh yeah, there you go. Woo!
There we go.
Lots of antennas.
I'll lose one more button too. There we go.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you guys ready?
We are ready.
Are you ready?
1, 2, 3, 4.
In the days of my youth, I was told what it means to be a man. And now I've reached that age, I try to do all those things the best I can. No matter how I try to find my way to the same old jam. Good times, bad times, no, I had my share. When my woman left home for a friend I met, well, I sure don't seem to care. At 16, I fell in love with a girl who's sweet as could be. Only took a couple of days till she was rid of me, so that she would be on mine and love me till the end. Well, I whispered in her ear, lost another friend. Good times, bad times, you know I had my share. When my woman left home for a friend I met, well, I don't care. No, I don't. Good times, bad times, you know I had my share. When my woman left home for a friend I met, well, I'm something to care.
Thank you so much again, everybody. We are the Movers and Shakers.
We hope to see you guys around the line. We'll be back Colorado Springs soon. Please look at our Facebook and our website and all that soon. We'll be back. And of course, KCOS's calendar. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We love you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for quite the entertaining set. And just a reminder, yeah, we do this every week. So check out the calendar. Come on back. We're going to get you back.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that's it. We have a recurring annual list that we have to do this with. And you guys, you know.
The weekend, Mark.
Well, you know.
Let's make it a whole weekend.
You never know what we might be able to do. So
We'll stay here all night, man.
will you?
We're crazy.
Hey, you know, that'd be great. Yeah.
Pizza and beer.
As
Pizza
long
and
as
beer.
Nicole's getting tipped, I'm sure, you know. But no, thank you so much for everyone coming, whether it's your first time. We hope it's not your last time. And we just can't stop doing what we do because we love it so much, because you guys are just, every show is amazing. Eddie, so good to meet you. Scott.
Mark, it's a pleasure.
Andy, Ryan, Nikki, and Kyle.
Yeah.
Get back out of here, Kyle.
Got a good memory. How about that?
Movers and shakers.
Come on up here.
Couldn't do this without radio stations like you guys, so we really appreciate the independent music. Thank you.
Thank you. Buy some merch. They need some gas. Good.
The Movers and Shakers right here on KCOSdigitalmedia.com. Stay tuned for all your favorite Colorado music right here in one place.